What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be doing 5 reasons not to buy an Enduro. Now these sorts of videos get the most dislikes on my channel. You will see my Transporter one, it's the most disliked video I've got, but it's also the most liked video I've got. So if you're watching this thinking, I like Enduros, he's a liar. Don't give it a dislike. I like Enduros too. I'm just trying to remain unbiased and impartial. And if you have any stuff that you'd like to add to this, then drop it down below, because I'm by no means the most experienced Enduro green laner rider, but I am going to bring up some valid points in this on why you might not want to buy one. So, the first reason why you might not want to buy an Enduro bike. If you can only have one bike because of storage, wife, money, and you are trading in your road bike for an Enduro bike, you are probably not going to get all the satisfaction you want from that one bike. There are exceptions to the rule, but generally if you come from an R1 to a 252 stroke and you want to go road riding and Enduro riding, then you're not going to have much fun on the road. You're just not. You can't go from that sort of power to a 252 stroke, which is still a fast bike, might I add, but it won't get that top end and you'll find yourself hitting that limiter a lot, and it'll probably be very unstable compared to what you're used to. So if it's replacing your primary bike, it's probably not going to be a great idea for you. That being said, there are options for it. So I bought the Husqvarna 701, which is exactly the same as the KTM 690, and I went for that because I can only have one bike. And what I've done is I've bought a Husqvarna 701 Enduro, and I've bought some road wheels for it. And because this is such a big engine, or one of the bigger engines you will get in an Enduro green laner bike, it's still got that capability on road. It will still go quite fast to the point where you won't be getting bored. One thing I will say about Enduros though is it's still got the acceleration, so if you don't see yourself going faster than 40-50 mile per hour often, then you are still going to have fun on an Enduro bike on the road. You can put supermoto wheels on, but it's not essential. You can still ride your knobblies, you will still have fun on it. But that is one of the things you might want to think about if you've got this bright idea that you're going to sell your R1, get an Enduro bike and use it on road and off road and it's going to cover all bases. It's probably not. Reason number 2 is they are stolen loads. It is the most stolen motorbike that you will be able to see. They are always stolen. You'll forever see on Facebook people saying my Enduro bike's been stolen or my motocross bike's been stolen. And the reason they're stolen is because, one, they're relatively easy to use. You know, you drop them and you can pick them back up. So inexperienced riders, which generally are the thieves, so they can have fun on them, crash them, drop them, and they can still ride off on them. 2, they're easy to steal. There's not much to them. Quite easy to bypass the electrical system on there and get it started. Some of them have even got kickstarts, so if you know what you're doing, you don't even need a key, you can just start it up with a kickstart. And reason number 3 is the parts just get sold super quick because people are always breaking stuff and wanting to upgrade and that sort of stuff. Reason number 4 is that they are going to require more maintenance. So when I was shopping for an Enduro bike, one of my biggest key points what I was looking for is I don't want to be maintaining a bike that often. I just want to have fun. I've got a busy life. I want to go out, go to my garage, know my bike's going to start because it's had its service this year, and ride it. Now you're not really going to get that with some of the smaller 2-stroke engines and some of the high-performing 4-stroke engines. They're going to need more maintenance than probably what you're used to. Now I always service my own stuff anyway. Generally I would have serviced my motorbike off mileage rather than time, so I don't just service it every year, I do it off the mileage. I check the oil, I check the condition of the components, and that determines whether I'm going to service it and what parts I'm going to change on that service. But going into some of these Enduros, you might be required to do piston rings on it, and that's something that you want to consider before getting into it. Are you capable of doing that? If not, can you afford to pay someone to do that? Or are you capable of learning that, and do you have the time to put in to learn how to do that and then do that whenever it's required? My thing is I want something that's measured in miles, and if it's measured in hours, then it's too much for me, too much maintenance, and I haven't got the time to do that. And that's coming from a man that's got a workshop. I've got lifts, I've got a workshop, I can work on my bike in work. So I've got all the tools to do it and the experience to do it. It's just not for me. I just want to ride my bike and have fun. And I appreciate this might be a positive for some of you people because you just enjoy working on your bike as much as you enjoy riding it. So this might be a reason to get it. But it's something to consider. It's not going to be as maintenance free as your Bandit 600 were. Reason number 5 is it's going to take over your life. You're always going to be shopping for new kit, looking for new routes, trying to factor in time to get out on the bike, new tyres, new components. And as I said in my last videos, they don't break very often, but you'll certainly make up that money for getting shiny new components that you want to get and nice looking stuff. And it's going to, your newsfeed is just going to be full of motocross and enduro equipment, because that's all you're going to be searching for. It's such an addictive hobby, so definitely be prepared to spend, once you get your bag, your £3,000 enduro bag, I'd be prepared to spend another couple of grand on kit, you know, stuff like helmets, armours, boots, upgrades for your bike, exhaust. I'd definitely be prepared to put that in. Don't just think you're going to be getting a bike and you're going to be good to go, because it is addictive. So if you have watched this video and you're super angry with me, drop a dislike. But if you have liked it and it does give you a bit of an unbiased view of it, then please do drop a like. And if you were super happy, I have 5 reasons to buy an enduro that is going to cheer you up a little bit. But I will see you all in the next video.